said, you have something here. And I started taking my flaxseed oil, and I was, staying, and I started making sure that I cut out the meat, and I started eating fish. I started eating things that were high in omega. And I just kept going for it and kept going. And it was a process, and I was struggling. But guess what? I'm in remission. I'm literally in remission, and I was able to change my body, the biology and chemistry of my body. I was able to change it from eating healthy. So I'm not just feeding you a cockload of bullshit. I'm not doing that. I'm telling you the truth. And these are things that you have to do. I'm a living witness of what I had to encounter. And it wasn't easy. Some days I had to force myself to get out of bed, but I was intentional. Just like I told you again about resilience, I was intentional about becoming healthy. And I stayed with it. So that's part of what I teach you, being intentional about what you want and how to go for it and how to get it. Because anything that you fight for and anything that's achievable, there's value in it for you. But you have to stay the course. You have to stick to it. You have to believe in you and yourself. And you have to go and get the knowledge and fill yourself with the knowledge that you need to get to the next level. And that's how you become intentional. So when I tell you these things, I'm not just telling you. I mean it. I've lived it. I've done it. And I'm still doing it. So let's get back to where we're supposed to be at, because I'm going all in now. So anyway, we talked about the beets. But anyways, I use beets. And I make sure that they're in my smoothies. And if I miss a morning, then the next morning I'll get it. My beets are loaded up with all kind of good stuff. All kind of natural things. They're loaded up. And I share that with you in the course as well. And so cacao is something else. It's a dark chocolate. And some people think chocolate is bad, but dark chocolate is healthy for you. It has a special ingredients called cacao that contain it's called tryptophan. And these are neurotransmitters that help calm the mind. And some dark chocolates have higher cacao contents than others. However, to make sure you choose wisely, you have to make sure the darker the chocolate, the better. Okay, so make sure you do that. So remember this, darker the chocolate, the better. And so you want to get healthy chocolates. Like some people are, there's a lady that I met once, and she was doing chocolates. And I think I'm going to have her on the show. I had to call her. It was a good idea to call her. And she works with healthy chocolates, and that's something for you guys. And she's actually a manufacturer, and I think I'm going to get her on the show. We've actually met each other as manufacturer to manufacturer, and I'm going to get her on the show so she can talk about her brand and her healthy chocolate. Okay, another thing, a super food is broccoli. It works wonders for the nervous system because of its high vitamin K and chronin levels. These nutrients assist in keeping your mind as sharp as a tack. Broccoli is really good, and if you cook it right, it also is packed with vitamin C and fiber, making for an all-around nutritious food, good to eat on a daily basis. Okay, another one that many people in the golden years of life consume, even though some people with heart health problems cannot consume it, coconut oil. We tell you to substitute it with the other oils if possible, because it's a good idea to be able to do that. But it doesn't mean that for everyone. So I had to flip to the other side of it, coconut oil, but you must have your lab tests monitored if you want to do it. It's also known for many benefits for your nervous system. It's medium chain triglycerides, also known as healthy fat, can start to improve memory and cognitive abilities by repairing slow and neural pathways. But if you take that, make sure that you see your doctor, get your labs monitored to make sure that it's not having an adverse effect on you. Because many people in their golden years of life consume coconut oil religiously because of its anti-aging properties. But again, make sure that you see your doctor and get your labs to make sure that it's not having an adverse effect on you. Nuts. Like almonds, cashews, hazelnuts, and walnuts, they're rich in magnesium, while others like Brazil nuts are one of nature's highest source of selenium. Nuts are. These nutrients can help calm the nervous system and are moderately high in protein and give a double boost to your health. And this one right here, garlic. Garlic contains plenty of antioxidants. In short, antioxidants are an excellent way to improve brain function, decrease brain aging, and also very good for your heart. While it's unlikely you'll be eating entire, like a whole clove of garlic, because you know you're going to stink, the ingredients can be used sparsely in several different cookings, like when you cook. And I do chop these cloves up really good when I'm cooking. You guys see me when I'm cooking, I'm slicing and dicing, and it's part of the art of cooking for me. But you have to make sure that if you're going to use garlic, cut it up. And if you're going to saute it in your foods or however, but garlic is healthy for you. Pomegranate juice, and I use this as well, is an antioxidant-bearing drink that helps to prevent free radicals from damaging brain cells. The brain relies on healthy cardiovascular system to function properly, and antioxidants help keep this in good shape. And that's really something that I use, and I'm going to teach people how to use it. It's also been stated in many scientific journals that pomegranate juice may reduce the risk of getting Alzheimer's disease. And you see why we talk to you about eating healthy foods, how to detox the body with good foods, you know, how to take care of your body. Oatmeal is a bowl of, well, you know what I'm saying? Everybody says a bowl of oatmeal every day and keep the doctor away. Okay, but I'm not saying that. It's just a saying. It's a really good source of dietary fiber, but it also helps to stabilize the central nervous system as well. So a lot of people, when they get older, they eat a bowl of oatmeal every morning. Oatmeal is low. My husband does. Oatmeal is low on glycemic index, meaning it provides a slow and steady rise in blood sugar that will last nearly a third of the day. This leads to sustained brain power and more productivity as a result. My favorite, olive oil, is considered high in polyphenol antioxidants that reduce cholesterol and lower high blood pressure. So, like, say if I occasionally fry something, my husband has to beg me to fry something, then I want to do it in olive oil. It's also a significant source of vitamin E and vitamin K, both of which contribute to healthy brain function. Also, by maintaining good memory, slow memory loss, and preventative degeneration of the central nervous system. Rosemary leaf. Sprinkling some rosemary leaf onto a meal can benefit your central nervous system because it's a carcinic acid content, and carcinic acid helps protect the brain from free radicals, which are linked to neurodegenerative disease such as Alzheimer's and dementia. You know, you can just have, I remember I went to visit my sister, and she had an herb garden. But she didn't have it in the ground. She had it in pots, and she had it on stands. But she had different things in pots, like different type of herbs in pots. And I started asking her, and she said, "Well, those keep the mosquitoes away." And this is before I got into gardening and planting as heavily as I am. So now I like to take my herbs and I like to leave them on my counter. I like to let them dry out. And then I like to just take them and put them in this blender and blend them up to almost like a powder. And then so it becomes a spice. And then I can cook with it. I can put it on my food naturally. But when you learn the art of being able to do that, you slowly but surely start changing your health. You really do. And one of my favorites is green tea. And many different teas are my favorite because they helped me. They really did, because they really helped me. And they have so many things like catechins, and those are natural antioxidants, and they really helped me when I was sick. And to this day, I drink tea every single morning. And I'm happy to say that we're coming out with a detox tea that's really healthy for your body. It's a rooibos tea. And that's part of our 5 series of losing weight, our weight management system. And that's part of the series of that as well. But let's go to the tea. And you can also, you can purchase many kinds of teas. And I'm turning into a tea connoisseur. And because it's beneficial to the to your nervous system because of the antioxidant content. And green tea in particular is loaded with catechins, a type of antioxidant associated with prevention of stress-related aging in the brain. And so you definitely want to cut down on stress because it's not good for your brain. Next thing you know, you're stroking out, you're having a heart attack, you need to slow down, all kind of things. You just slow down, but take care of your body. So I've got some great stuff coming up and coming out with what we're doing. And so let's just understand that tea is essential. Have you ever noticed that people from India and people from Asia, they live so much longer and healthier lives because they incorporate tea every day? They incorporate, if you study different cultures and what they eat and cultures where people live longer, you'd be surprised because of their diet and their lifestyle of why they live so much longer. And that's something that I do research all the time. Like people that live in the rainforest, indigenous people that survive off of berries and things of that nature, they're so much healthier, they're so much leaner, they're so much agile than we are that live in places in the world that are heavily populated and that are more modern societies. You just be surprised. And so herbs and berries are very important, and fruits and vegetables. They're super important in your health. And so that's one of the reasons why we're having this, because I want you to learn what foods can help you to detox your body, purge all the different toxins out of your body that need to be purged. You go outside and start breathing, you're breathing toxins. Okay, because there's so much in the air now. You know, we have green gases, we have emissions, you have all kinds of people driving down the street and they don't get their car serviced. Well, you're breathing this stuff in. You're breathing it in. And that's something for you to think about. But I want you to stay with me on this series. And because next week, I thought I was going to be able to get it all in. But when I started looking at all what I was doing, I was like, you're not going to get this all in 1 hour. So you're going to have to stretch it out. So in our next upcoming series, then we're going to also go back to the other 3 systems, and we're going to try to squeeze all of them in, which is your respiratory system, your digestive system, your skeletal system, and then the endocannabinoid. The endocannabinoid system may be all by itself. So instead of, this could be 6, and then we'll go to spirit and soul. Spirit and soul is going to be groundbreaking, and it's going to be super awakening for you. And with that being said, I did all that in an hour, and I'm pretty happy about it. And I just want people to stay healthy. Keep your health at the forefront. Keep it at the top of mind. Keep it at the top of your mind, because everything that you do is cause and effect, and you have to understand that. And with getting into this, just going into deeper and deeper, and understanding how the mind works and how we actually process things as human beings, and what our subconscious mind does for us when we're afraid and things of that. But being able to tap into everything and bring it all together, the transformational process is so beautiful. Being able to have habit change, being able to change your habits around, and being able to be strong enough in the mind to be able to do it, to get what you want. And understand, not just getting what you want, but even understanding why you want it. What is your why underneath your why? When you can uncover who you are on all levels, is powerful. And so that's the reason why we do what we do as health coaches. And we can help change the world one person at a time. And I am so happy to be one of those. And I'm also happy to announce too, something else I'm getting into is functional nutrition. So it's going to be a 10-month course. So I'm going to be bogged down again for 10 months working again on something else along with everything else. But I want to go into this as far as I can go, because I'm committed to what we do as health and life coaches, of helping people to live better lives. So with that being said, guess what? I love you. It's time for me to get out of here. I want to send my love out to people all over the world. I want people to stay healthy and follow doing what you need to do to with this virus that we have going around, with this COVID virus. Soon the world will be open again. More people will have their shots. More people will be immune. So let's do what we need to do collectively as people. Let's get these shots in our arms so that the world can be healthy and we can open up again. We can see each other in person again. We can hug each other. We can smile. We can go back and look at relationships that we haven't been able to talk to people in person. And I know a lot of relationships have gotten stronger for people with COVID, because you don't know what's going to happen the next day. So with that being said, I'm just sending you guys a bunch of love out. I love you, and I'll see you next week. And you know, sometimes when I get to you that week, with all the businesses I'm running with all the stuff that I'm running personally, the businesses, and man, I get to you that week, I'm coming the next week or the following week. So don't even worry about it. But just know she's coming, okay? Because I got to put my time in with you one way or another. This is my way of giving back. This is my way of sharing. I've learned so much, and this is my way of giving back. When God blesses you with something, it's not just for you. You have to share. And that's the reason why we're going to get down on that spirit.